morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I will be your caster and cameraman for today, and I am not going to be running by myself. I will be with Ninal. How you doing this evening, my friend?
I am doing excellent, MK. Thank you very much. We got an evening South America matchup, a classic one. BabyLonia up against Yakuza. BabyLonia, what are those names? I don't know if you agree or disagree. I feel like they're right there on the cusp of being considered one of the top South American teams. Maybe not quite there, but right on the cusp.
Yeah, they've been playing together for quite a year. There's a little bit of a mix-up between some of the people that have been playing since they've been playing in the past. A couple of the people are still here. A couple are a little bit different. But either way, they've been playing together, and it's good to see. I believe the correct pronunciation is BabyLonia. I believe that's the correct way that it's pronounced,
Ooh,
actually, if I
okay.
see if I got that correct. Because the English pronunciation is Babylonia.
Right,
And
right.
it seems to be the more that I said that in the past, the more I got made fun of. I made sure I looked that up today before I said it, but that is it. It's Babylonia, and they're going to be going against the Yakuza. And you know Yakuza pretty well here now. You've been following them for a little bit in some of the tournaments.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those teams who I've had the pleasure of casting for. It's been great to see a number of these teams show up in King's Infernus Cup. Yakuza certainly being one of them. Has not been contenders for top positions in these cups, but has been showing up consistently, playing out their matches, and steadily improving as well.
And look at this now. Look at this early tank at 20%. That is going to be almost instantly. And look at, we are about to
Okay.
go live, and we get baited by Mila. So we're going to wait for just a little bit longer. But I think that's actually going to spawn right after they get out of the second gate. I'm not 100% sure, but I can tell you one thing that is 100% sure is that we have not even started the game, and I have already been plagued with the hiccups.
That has been a curse for you lately. That's incredible. Well, in the meantime, it does look like we're gonna have a 3-1 straight out the gate, which will be quite interesting. Hunter, Jockey, Charger, and a Spitter. They're gonna head straight out into the hit. They land a double cap. Spit eventually comes out. Charger takes him right out of it though, not getting cleared. One, not quite one. And it is going to be a nice 12% chunk to start off Yakuza's foray into Swamp Fever.
Yeah, that is a boatload of damage, and the Charger didn't even charge him in the spit. He actually charged him out of the spit. And it
Right.
still did a lot. He tried to time that charge so it stumbled right when the pickup happened on the Survivor's Get Up animation, but unsuccessful, but still good damage nonetheless, like you said. Getting double-digit damage at opening hit is good, as we believe we just have a Spitter and Boomer go in for a sack. I think it was a Boomer, I missed it. And they're going to hold on to that. Smoker and Hunter, well, the first tank of the game for BabyLonia will be in the hands of Senji, and his rest of his roster will be Mila and Arku and Otsuki. Why don't you take away Yakuza?
Indeed, indeed. For Yakuza, we got Icky Player 4, Phil X, Kawil, and $sign WW.
Shout out to Junior and chat. How you guys doing? Dalton, welcome to the stream. We're going to have an early tank coming in here. Look at this interesting move. Oh my gosh, no! They're trying to push forward. This is very risky from Yakuza. The WW gets pulled back. He's going to eat a car. Unfortunately, this tank is so healthy. Looks like they had a plan to run forward, unable to do so. He should be able to get his pills off. He does get his pills off. Now the survivors are kind of separated. The tank's getting so much damage. Oh, there's a 2-cap going out. And we're going to have our early wipe here now going on the Yakuza coming out from BabyLonia. They're only going to put up 46 points.
It looks like Yakuza, I mean, like you said, they wanted to run forward there, but they walked straight into a common lock into the car. Clears didn't come out, but that target that got the first hit from the car was not even capped by an SI. That was just common locked, and he was just stuck there. And that is going to be a very, very quick round. 20% tank. That'll do it for you. That being said, we often don't see the wipe come out there. So We'll see how many points BabyLonia can get as they started off. Once again, straight to the hit, charge, instant clear, and nothing hits. 2%, just some superficial damage, and they will continue on.
It looks like the Charger had the right idea, but his teammates were not there now to assist. Like the other side that landed rolling 2 cap right away. This one had no help. The Charger got melted. Hunter got skeeted out of the air. I think the only thing that came out was some scratch and some free spit damage. Well, we have the first tank of the game for Yakuza into the hands of, I believe that's Icky Player, if I see that correctly.
Yep.
And he's bringing his toys in too now as the Boober goes in for a sack with a Charger Smoker to linger about while they wait for their last spawn to come up.
They are going to have the car as well as the dumpster. Baby having a setup that forced Yakuza forward with these hitables. He's going to volley them in tow. Nice hit on the first car.
Ooh.
But now we see Baby just backing it up. Still playing with the car. That dumpster was close, but no cigar. He's got Coach out, but he hits him way out in the open. Nowhere near that car. Charge comes in from behind, connecting. Can't hit Coach, though. Dodging the hits. Icky Player 4 feeling the pressure so far. Tries to disengage while the Hunter goes in. He's going to need to go full disengage here. Survivors not going to let him get away with it. Hunting him down. He's all the way down to just 1200 HP. Smoker will come out briefly, but again, not able to facilitate anything. Icky Player 4 backed into a corner here while he waits for his SIs. The recommit coming out. Ooh, he's actually got... Whoa, okay. Coach is caught out. He will eventually kill it off because he realizes he's being attacked from all sides. And he was about to go down anyway, so just goes ahead and finishes off Coach. But that is just going to be one end cap. And look at the health totals of the other survivors, MK.
Yeah, it's pretty standard tank fight, I would say. No, one in cap going out, pretty basic. Leaving the survivors about 75% HP, which is pretty standard if that's all you get with no other damage. I mean, the tank kind of salvaged. The jockey was the hero of the tank commit for sure. Yeah. That's where all the damage came from, nonetheless. They're going to send a pull and a pounce from the back. Hunter looking for a target. He's trying to find the Uzi. The Charger lands. The Spit pounce lands with Death Spit. Not a terrible follow-up coming out from Yakuza, putting on additional 6%, but they do find an additional set of pills now, so after he pops, the bonus goes back up to almost 75%, not quite, as they trigger this event and take a couple more spawns before they start navigating the rest of this map.
Yeah, I loved BabyLonia's tempo there, getting straight over the choke point, holding W. They did still walk into the hit. Like you said, the charge able to connect. Boom comes out. Yeah, they got the Hunt Spit as well, locking in some damage at the very least. BabyLonia will respond, taking it into this corner room with the event started. Just going to be clearing out the commons.
This is going to be a quad, which is
I
probably
think it just might be
not going to be what they want. Oh no, this is actually good. They get a spitter. Yeah. They should probably get ready to send this as soon as the next little bit of horde starts coming in. Actually, they're coming out, which is very more interesting because the commons are not over. Now they're going to have to... Oh, they're going to send the spawns now. I think this is a big misplay here. No, there's nothing to help them right now. They should wait for the commons to come out. And here they come now. They're going to get some good damage with the pound spit and the charge punch. But a little premature there and all, but somehow it still manages to get about 8% off the survivors.
Yeah, the read out of BabyLonia. They realize that Yakuza wants to send their hit in. And with the common infected all cleared out for that time being, they walk it outside, bait them into the hit, and they take it with ease. The SIs actually did manage to make their way in. For example, the Hunter was right out in the open, did eventually manage to connect, but that was it. They will get in that triple boom while the raft goes across. But 65% bonus still in the hands of BabyLonia. That is 716 bonus. Keep in mind, Yakuza got stopped shy of 50 points on this chapter.
Yeah, this is all benefit for definitely BabyLonia. They're going to put up a ridiculous score right now if they're able to make it. And this distance is 500 and all. And that would put Yakuza down over quadruple digits after one map. And I don't want to be one that says swing the way of the tournament, but if you do get wiped on map one of Swamp and the other team makes it, you're already not going to be in a good way going into a map that's very survivor-sided and hard to output damage from the infected.
Careful, Hunter.
Very well said. They are going to try to send in this quad nonetheless. Hunter spawns in first. Jockey behind the tree. We got a Charger, Smoker. They send it in. Jockey immediately dealt with. Charger will find the wall, gets one smackdown, but that is it. They do lock in a bit of damage, but in the context of the situation, Yakuza still find themselves drowning here in the swamp.
Reloading.
Yeah, I would say for sure. I mean, the damage output isn't terrible now. I mean, if you look at it from after the tank died, it was about 6% and 8%, and here they got about 6%, so they're doing respectable damage, but it's just not enough to the fact they got wiped. They still have 654 bonus. They have a choke point coming up with the 2-2. They're not a favorable set of spawns. They need to go quickly if they have one more chance. So the Hunter goes after his shotgun. I think he chose poorly on his commit path. The Boomer dies off. The Jockey goes in the back, and they're going to go for a quad attempt right before safe room now, but it's going to be close. I don't know if they're going to be able to send it in a great spot. I think all the survivors should be able to get out of the swamp, and they're back up against the railroad track. They're just blitzing to the safe room.
Yeah, exactly. Rochelle has taken this forward path, cleaned up all the area. Jockey spawns in. All the survivors look over towards him. They do slow it down. He gets chipped down though, 146 HP. They do send it in. Hunter, Jockey from behind. Charger as well, trying to get a long charge in there. Smoke charge, not going to work out. Jockey gets cleaned up real quick, 628 bonus, as well as full 500 distance. That is going to be 1,100 plus for BabyLonia.
Poor Yakuza, and great play by BabyLonia, surviving the tank, putting up 50% plus of their chapter score, and preventing Yakuza from putting up 50 points altogether.
And this wasn't exactly unexpected, but this is quite the swing, which owes itself to that 20% tank. It's really all or nothing. Got those two hittables there. They do have the clear potential, as BabyLonia clearly showed. They wipe it up. We head to chapter 2. Just like you were saying, quite a survivor-sided chapter here.
You know what you could do?
Tank's going to be at 56%, so the one thing that's going to be beneficial for the infected now is that they're not going to be able to rush the event. They're going to have to trigger it, hold out, give the SI more opportunity for damage, and probably a place that's not really the greatest to get damage output. The virus can go to two places. They can go either all the way back to where the little toilet and the little campsite is back out in the open, or they could just go over to the side where the trailer is, the side of the right, the plane out by the thick trees that fell down there. It's all going to be dependent on whatever they choose to do now, but opening hit will be 200 Jockey. Take opening attack for us.
Okay. They are going to set up two over on the side. BabyLonia already able to clear it up, though. Hunter's going to go for it nonetheless. They got one up top the rock and to be able to team skeet out the Hunter. Jockey does briefly land, but will be moved way out of the way before the spit can come in. And Yakuza is going to be able to find 2%. Nothing too unexpected there. Tough place to land the hit, but they don't come up with a whole lot. That being said.
And around the open, coming up on about 30% map progression. Smoker's the first one up, and they do have a tri-cap with Spit coming in. Good spawn rotation. I don't disagree with the Smoker here due to the wide open area to try to help this Charger get its landing. Looks like all the SI are choosing to come kind of from the same spot at the current moment. They have a survivor by himself. They're not making a play on it, as the Hunter is pre-spawned all the way in the back here. Trido looks like he wants to jump over from a bush on the side.
I'm reloading.
And now we're just going to play wait. Oh, here comes the Smoker. The Charger comes in. Oh, it was close. No, the Hunter. They'll take the pound spit. Good setup. Couple things on Senji. Good follow-up attack after the first one there, and all putting up double-digit damage. Up to 89.3 left. 2 hits in.
I thought that was a brilliant hit out. Yakuza, unfortunately, the Charger missing will cause it to be a dud there. You were talking about how they were all stacked up on top of each other for the SIs. Obviously, that's not what you want to do. Hunter corrects with that by moving over to the side for an alternate angle on the hit, but it just does not work out with that charge. And they send in another one. Smoker, boom. They do land the double boom. Smoker will be dealt with. Got a Jockey Spit, just going to send it in. Easily dealt with. 88% left for BabyLonia.
All right. That is 3 hits in now. They have lost about 12% of their total bonus. As we said, no, it's not really easy to get damage out. You know, they're gonna spawn the tank up. There's still a bit of horde coming in. I don't know if it's gonna hurt them, but this could be dangerous. Oh, the charger misses. The smoker hunter follow-up, the damage will be minimal, but this tank here now has a good chance of getting in there with commons.
Yeah, it was interesting to right, that's the main thing, is just how far away the tank is. They have plenty of time to clear out the commons. Fortunately, they're able to deal with that hit. The charger, again, you know, 4th and inches there. And Phil is going to be bringing in the log. Going to try to get it up and over.
I hope he does now. I haven't seen this come into play before. Oh my gosh, he's got it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever saw this brought in from all the way over there before. This might be a first for me. This is a long way to dig this out. He's second pass now. Oh my gosh, this might be a first. It is in. I wonder how BabyLonia is going to respond to this. I mean, it's not really much of a danger now because you have all these trees to kind of dodge in. But he has brought it. Oh, he's going to have to get out his bush, pop it over. Oh, it's getting stuck. Oh, come on, Tank, you can figure it out. No, Smoker. Smoker's going in early. Oh, here it comes. Oh, it's a little bit short. He still has commons, too. He's rolling his way in. The Smoker hits Senji. Oh, my gosh, it was so close. He has to abandon it. The Hunter will land. It's a 2-punch in cap. That one was Godframe. He punched too early, the Tank. He gets the pills off, but he gets in cap. He doesn't know he's in cap, and he's still running. He is down to 2100 HP. He has no support, and it's going to be a 1 in cap tank coming out here. Oh, that was so close to being something bigger as Phil is retreating. Boomer comes up. Rock misses. Ramen's going to help him out, and he does get a punch on Ellis, but dies immediately after. So it's a pretty standard tank play with 1 extra in cap coming out as the Hunter gets skeeted. They just kill their Smoker and Hunter, which means they're going to get a Jockey Boomer, Charger Spitter for the next hit. And man, no, that was so close to being a catastrophe for BabyLonia, but they get out there pretty much with just a standard in cap coming out from a tank.
Right. And again, we got to praise Yakuza for finding that end cap. It's not the easiest thing to do in this wide open space as they send in another hit. That Charger will connect that time into the spit. Jockey gets dealt with. Triple boom though. A lot of spit.
Look at the DB. They just lost 50% of their DB there with Senji swimming in the spit. That was an insane amount of damage there and all. That was a great job by them focusing on the damage bonus, doing over 13% damage from that hit.
Yeah, well executed, showing that they did come to play. The massive shutdown on Chapter 1, the points would lend themselves otherwise, but Yakuza not giving up yet. They send in another one. Smoke Hunt not quite going to work out. Charger going all the way over, but he gets dealt with. The Spitter is still alive, but BabyLonia continues on. Almost 600 bonus, and they are almost out of Chapter 2.
Hey, I'm reloading.
And they're going out to the final turns coming up for this chapter, and they're all fast. One survivor's bleeding Senji. Probably might have to clap a lot of the pills. Maybe not. They'll get a 1-boom proxy. See the Jockey and Smoker choose to try to go. Smoker gets to pull back, which is pretty good. Jockey gets bullied. They're not going to land the 2 cap there, but they get good damage down to under 51% damage. Down to 50%, even about now. I think they might get one more, but not the greatest set of spawns, I believe.
I think you're absolutely right. We do have the alarm car up here. 10 seconds left on Icky player, but if they try to scrap something together, nope, they are just going to take the wide angle around the car. Not going to have to deal with it at all, and Yakuza sets up for a last chance hit. Send in the boom. Don't find anything with that. Charge from overhead. Leaving a bit to be desired with that one, and they will be able to lock it up. They lose a little bit more, but 520 bonus is still over 1,000 points for BabyLonia, and they go to 2148 after 2 chapters.
That is huge. That is a good score for them. And unfortunate for Yakuza, getting wiped on map 1 makes it look even more grim for them now. They only have 3 more chapters to bounce back. This map is only worth 500 distance, so if they want to just win this alone, I think they're going to have to put up about 80% to get 33% of the way there, if my math is correct. Let's see. No, that's not even that. Oh, wow. They need to put up, like, 90% now.
Yeah.
No, I think it's 80. It's about 80%. That's about what they need as the Boomer goes in for a sack. Hunter, Spitter, Jockey. Maybe they go.
Hunter.
They are sending it in. Oh, nice into on the Jockey as well as dealing with the Hunter.
I'm a reload.
Okay, and it's not bad. The big thing with the way that chapter played out, did Yakuza get steamrolled? No. But because of chapter 1, they need more than just avoiding getting steamrolled. They need to start making big money moves here quite quickly. And with the amount of points that BabyLonia locked in on chapter 2, it makes it that much more demanding that Yakuza puts up a performance here just to go even with them to begin mounting a comeback in later chapters. They send it in again, charge, will get dealt with. Hunter hops straight in, gets one shot skeeted. Excellent work by Yakuza so far.
Yeah, 2 attacks in now, and Yakuza's in the better health benefits than BabyLonia was on their side. They're going to trigger this event, probably run to a place where they think it's the most advantageous for them. Let's see if they're going to go all the way back or just hang out over by the trailer, which is pretty standard. And it looks like we're going to go over by the trailer and the end of the tree with the rocks and see what they can do with their spawn. Good staff rotation. Jockey, Charger, Hunter, Spitter. Charger gets the spawn there, gets a fist, but misses. Hunter gets skeeted yet again. I believe that's the 3rd Hunter skeet in a row coming out from Yakuza. To 9 Hunters landing so far this map now. 3 in a row.
Well done by Yakuza so far. One thing I wanted to mention is, yes, this area with the dilapidated airplane is pretty straightforward, yes. But there are slight errors that you can have that can lead to serious issues. I'm thinking of Jockey getting around a corner, line of sight issues. Yakuza has avoided it so far. 3+1, Hunter, Smoker, Charger, Boom. They do connect with the Boom onto Coach. Smoker pulls through, not going to land into the Charge. This Charge is having troubles getting into that, gets dealt with. And Yakuza, if they can just deal with this Hunter Smoker as the Hunter's trying to disengage, does get dealt with. Just got the Smoker alive. And he does go for the pull-in, but still, great performance by Yakuza. Over 1,000 bonus left still. But the issue is, we have not seen the tank yet. They are playing it slow here, dealing with the event. Finally starting to see some movement out of Yakuza. But BabyLonia ready for another hit.
I think they are making a play for ammo because their Uzi does not have ammo. They're going to hit right now. Actually, the Charger just gets melted. The Jockey finds a target. Boomer does not. Spit goes on to nothing, except for Ellis decides to run through it.
Hello, Ellis.
And now they're going to spawn the tank at the exact same bonus that BabyLonia was at. Only thing is, I believe that they have 0.2 more health. That's it. And
all right.
Are they going forward here now? Okay, they're going to run back. I thought for a minute they were going to push this tank. I was going to say, that's risky.
Yeah, we've already seen enough risk-taking on the tank out of Yakuza for one match. They do send it after the tank is already spawned in. Charge will not connect. Smoker Hunt get dealt with. And it is just going to be Melage here. Does not go for the log. This is something I was talking about. What we often see teams do is set up for the rock play here for a bit. He's still at 100% first pass. Got plenty of time to go for the setup. And BabyLonia have managed to spawn in their new their SIs, Jockey, Hunter, Boom. And you know what? I think we're going to see that long play. The first of many, perhaps. Goes for the rock. Doesn't land. SIs all get dealt with. They do find a Boom, though.
Also, just for reference, that so far for BabyLonia, their Hunters are 1 for 6 on landing.
Wow.
Good shutdown from Yakuza. Yeah. And Melage here is being very aggressive now, trying to make sure he has this frustration. kind of putting himself in between them, and the survivors just need to push forward. They don't need to stay here, and they're kind of don't know what to do. Tank's going in, and I'll take it away.
Okay, charge will miss to start off the engage. Smoke Tongue taking a while to get cleared. First smack gonna miss, but he does have him in the corner here. He does get smacked out of it. Nicholas lives. Still got the hunter. I'm sorry, the jockey and the smoker off by the side. Smoker Tongue is a no-go. And Milage might not even get one. Okay, on the head. Rock, easy to dodge. Oh, fakes him out. Goes to Ellis. And that was the only survivor showing between the trees. So well played by Mila there. But regardless, 70.9% of the bonus still in the hands of Yakuza. I thought that was a really heads-up play by BabyLonia's tank to send it in to get a closer angle. But he goes for the all-out engage, and with the charge missing the first leg of it, Yakuza gets away with it, MK.
Yeah, they sure do. They get lucky. Right, that Boomer's going to spawn up top. He grabs two survivors, and it's not stopping the survivors. They get M2 on the jockey. Hunter's coming in, but they're Boom. They're going to shut it down this time. Oh, he get him. No, they don't. They finally land a Hunter. Can they clear Ellis? Yes, they will. They only take about 20 damage from that. They'll still have 781 points, but unfortunately not. If they make it in with this, they're only going to make up about 260, and they need 333 per chapter. Beneficial if they want to break into it. But for this being only 500 distance, if they take any more, it's going to be difficult for any more of a comeback now, just from my opinion.
Points aside, what an incredible showing by Yakuza here on Chapter 2. It's not done yet. They're eyeing down a quad. The survivors have been showing up and showing out, but that is likely going to be it. No, the Hunter taking the smoker target, but still, Yakuza finds themselves asleep at the wheel. There is the double in cap, and all of that bonus is gone. Not quite. I guess it is kind of a caster curse, but while I was saying it from Yakuza, I was like, hold on, no, don't get ahead of yourself, because they are not done with this chapter yet. I saw that quad come up. I said, oh no, MK. I was like, oh no. They send it in. They're not done yet.
Going for another one now. They're going to go for one more quad. But
Down
unfortunately
to
for Yakuza,
430.
they lose the round now because of that quad attempt. They went from leading by 260 by now losing by 90 from that one hit.
Yeah, they lost 300 from one hit. Incredible.
Quad coming. What do you think? No, probably car alarm. Actually, no. I think they're gonna send it here because they have all these trees.
Reloading.
I certainly wouldn't mind it here. Playing around that alarm car, often a lost cause. They are going to send it. Smoke Tongue not connecting. Hunter will get cleared. Everything gets cleared quite quickly this time. They do still drop, of course. But it's not going to be a whole lot. Lingering Smoker on the back line. Still hasn't been cleared out. Goes for the respawn. And Yakuza dips below 400 bonus. Still a decent showing by them, but just a shadow of what once was and what could have been.
They've also missed the pills, so they walked right by them back there. They also throw an additional 25 points, which ain't bad, but they get into the safe room, kill off the charger. They will make it with 386 bonus. I think it's 82 to be, or 84 to be exact. Yeah, 84, and that'll put up 960 against 2148. And they go down a little bit more now, and that's another 140 in the hole, which will put them about almost 1300 now. And they need to get a wipe with the early tank and make it with a huge bonus to mount an opportunity for a finale comeback.
Yeah, it's obviously dire straits for Yakuza. I'm really not trying to glaze them. I think that they have seriously shown up there on Chapter 2. And this is a marked improvement from some of my earlier casts of them. They've really impressed me here in their match against BabyLonia. The question is, can they lock in here? They are down quite a large chunk, but they managed to scrape by on Chapter 2, only losing a bit. So they find themselves in a similar predicament. They still do mathematically have room to claw themselves out, but it's going to need an inspired performance out of Yakuza.
Yep, and they don't have that early tank. They have that 64% tank spawn. It says not post-event, so they're going to be able to take care of it beforehand. Oh man, but Yakuza's going to have their back on the wall. That means they're going to allow BabyLonia to put up an additional probably 400 points. So I'd say they get wiped, they'll have to walk in with 850 bonus.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair. The first hit comes in. Hunter does connect. Hunt Spit going to be coming out. Jockey trying to keep him in the spit. Not quite going to work out. Rochelle too smart for it. They do get him down 4%. Not a bad first hit. BabyLonia continues on the Survivor side.
BabyLonia might be winning the game in points, but I'll tell you one thing that Yakuza is winning is they are winning on shutting down Hunters way more than BabyLonia are at the moment.
Yo.
Let's just see if they can get the point thing back in their favor. But they're saying no to being hunted, but just everything else is working out for BabyLonia as far as they're infected. But it is Survivor time. Boomer is up, Smoker is up, Hunter and Charger. Go hit out here in the open. They're going to try to make a play on it. Charger finds the spawn. Charger misses, unfortunately. Hunter gets skeeted. Very overzealous Hunter there. Not a chance that was going to land, but a couple fists go out. Boomer gets popped off at the end. Not the greatest sack order. Tri-cap with Spit coming up. No Charger. Next hit, unless they get the tank up. No, which I think they might get to do.
Of course, this is a Survivor-sided map, but I found myself saying this a lot lately. Teams that seem much stronger on the Survivor side than on the SI side. Yakuza's hits have left a little bit to be desired as far as positioning, organization, etc. Yes, they have been clearing those hunters and making the hunters of BabyLonia look a little bit silly, but their SI sides have not been too perfect either. We'll see if they can't turn it around. They didn't get a ton of pre-tank chip on any of the survivors. They have a pretty even blanket on them of about 12%. But $WW gonna have some work here on Chapter 3.
I was curious where he was going. I think he was going for a third log, but unfortunately I don't think that one was hittable. He actually puts that one in probably not the greatest of spaces. Now he's in danger of having this car go too far. If it goes too far, he's going to get pushed in. They're going to push into him probably and only suffer like 1 or 2 punches and just kill him. But right now his support's staying on the backside, and it's going to be all where this car goes now. I don't know where it's going to go. They're going to sack their Charger. So we're probably just going to wait here until whatever icky player is going to be. I didn't see the sack order now. It's going to be a Boomer or it's going to be a Smoker. I have no idea.
Yeah, either one. I do like it more than the Charge, especially the Smoker, obviously. 2 seconds left on Icky player, and it is going to be that Smoker.
Alright. Then I'll why don't you take your tank away?
Okay, 4,800 health left. He's gotten steadily chipped down. Okay, they press it forward to avoid being hit by the car. The SIs spawn in, trying to corral them towards the tank, but now he's tunnel vision onto Rochelle. Smoker is dead. Hunter follows up. Jockey trying to get the isolated hit onto Shinji, not going to work. All of the survivors have left this, and now he's going to start playing with the car on 1,000 HP left. This is a Hail Mary, and he had better be saying I'm right, because he does not have anything else left, and that is going to be it. 1,002 bonus still in the hands of BabyLonia. That is over 3/4 of the bonus left post-tank, and they are going to be tearing through Chapter 3.
Yes, they are. That is massive now. 2,002 points. They're going to have a 2-2 coming in after the tank has been dealt with. I think if they don't hit now, they're in danger of having the event ran on them. And it doesn't look like they're going to send it in. They're just going to sack the Boomer, I guess, which will probably cause the survivors to not be able to rush this now. Oh, no, they're going to go now. The Charger misses. The Spit misses. They get some free Spit damage. There's a pull that goes out. They trigger the event. And they're going to be able to rush this. And I don't think they're going to get anything else more now. I think the best opportunity for damage is already passed.
I like the setup from BabyLonia. They prevent any isolation. All angles are covered. They deal with the tri-cap. Of course, not necessarily expecting it because one of the SIs were dead, but the surprise attack by Yakuza, BabyLonia was prepared for it. They deal with it. They press forward 3-1 with Boom. Charger jockey Hunter. They're going to send it in. Hunter from the sidelines, hopping around. Boom gets dealt with without finding anybody. The Hunter's dead. Just got a Charger jockey isolated, stranded, left to fend for themselves, and they just go for the reset.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about now. You throw the attack in before that event, right when they trigger it, they'll run the event on you, and they have ran it, and they had 76% bonus when the tank is dead, and they're walking in the safe room with 71% bonus, only losing 5% to SI, but there's more. Oh, the Charger gets blasted out of the sky. Spitter goes on a little free spin damage. I'll take it back now. They'll get 6% damage after the tank has been dealt with, and that is it. And that is BabyLonia acing Chapter 3, putting up 916 points for the chapter.
Yakuza might be dominating these Hunters, but BabyLonia is dominating the Chargers. The Chargers cannot get in anywhere here against BabyLonia. 1,500 points locked in, and we're at the point where Yakuza is pretty much out of rope here. They need an absolutely perfect Chapter 3 because they just don't have the points to keep saying, okay, they can mount a comeback, they can mount a comeback. Previous chapter, it was looking like they might get a couple hundred, but even if they got those, they're still going to be in the hole quite a bit. And 1,500 points, not the ideal spot for them. We'll see if they can claw their way out of it. Clawing is what it's going to require. 2-2 for BabyLonia. They go ahead and send it in. Boom is dealt with. Hunter spit. They'll send in the jockey first. They do find the Hunt spit. It's on top of the cart. Doesn't spread. Yakuza minimizing their damage.
Yeah, I think all the damage from there was from the common infected on the Double W, as he was, or Phil, I mean, not aware of where the comments were coming from. But I mean, either way, actually it was Phil, but they're out in the open now, and if they walk into the safe room with a perfect bonus and all, they'll still be down about 1,200 points going into the finale. And the only thing that's beneficial about that is that the finale is worth 800 distance. There is an early tank, not giving the Survivor team more than an additional 110 points around that vicinity. That's the only benefit for them. The Charger does land, so does the Boomer, so does the Smoker. Smoker alley-oop the Chargers and pulls again, but gets cleared right away. And that spawn's shut down. 10 health, 8 Smoker gets killed. Knocked down to about 94%, and they should be able to, and I don't think they're going to be able to get the tank up without another hit and all. Moving a little slow.
Good point. Good point. Good point. BabyLonia's hits have not been spectacular, but they don't need to get, 10%, 15% per hit. They're just getting measured amounts of damage. They do get the Hunt spit. Oh, man. Just like I said, just locking in that guaranteed damage, bringing them down. They're all the way down 10%. Usatsuki going to be the third tank for BabyLonia, and he is taking it way back here.
It looks like how do you pronounce it again? Otsuki? Osusuki?
Usatsuki is what I would say.
Usatsuki, thank you very much.
Yeah.
For some reason I see that when I say Osu. For some reason. That's where
Hey!
my brain wants to go. For Osu's magnificent run in RBT, but here's the King Infernus Cup. Boomer gets popped there now. Looks like he's gonna bring his car in without hesitation. Now, the Charger does land, but right now they could push him. And it looks like Double W has the plan, but nobody else.
Yeah, I like it. He just disengages. 500 health has been lost, but that's it. And now look at Yakuza again, walking themselves into a pretty unfamiliar situation. Of course, they do still have wide open space here, but the tank is going to be able to hit these cars uncontested.
Yeah, looks like he wants to bring him back in. I mean, it's not a bad place to fight this here, but unfortunately you're going backwards on the map, and he doesn't bring the log. He's only going to use the car. Oh, he gets a quick punch on Double W. This Double W did not want to be by that car. Pull goes out, gets cleared right away. Hunter is in. Jockey is in. He gets a punch. He misses a punch. He's down to half HP. The Hunter's still pouncing around. The Hunter actually lands but gets killed right away. Smoker was latched onto Rochelle momentarily. Tank finally gets his in cap onto Coach with about 1,000 HPs, decommitting down to 770. It looks like he's going to try to pop a car over there, and will he be able to do so? Here it comes. Oh, he's got to dig it out first. 708 left, and I don't think it's going to be anything more than that. No, the Smoker goes in, and the tank is retreating.
But BabyLonia has done more than was needed from them. Coach pops the pills, and Tank says, "Thank you very much." Locks him in the corner, takes him down. There goes 40% of that DB charge. Gonna land again. Actually, not gonna make it into the wall. Well done. Gonna skeet the rock and finish the Tank. Decent execution by Yakuza once again, but they are losing the points war quite handedly here.
Yes, they are now. There's 6:33 left, and we already know that BabyLonia walked in with about 1,000 points, a little bit less than that to be exact. And 916 is the exact number, and they're holding 633. Go down a couple hundred more on top of it, but the spawns are going to go in. Hunter does get seed again, something that the Yakuza have been very good of this whole map so far, no? And they should push on and get this event started, but they're not going to be able to rush it. Spawns will be up. They'll have to hold out and take a hit.
Okay, and we were at this point in BabyLonia's match when Yakuza sent in the 3-hitter that was excellently managed by BabyLonia. In the meantime, the drawbridge will be coming down. BabyLonia going to have another hit ready to go. Smoker Hunter Charger boom. Where will they send it? Right overhead. Hit him where it hurts. The Charger's somehow not finding anybody. Probably the easiest charge so far here for them, and it is the one that misses, but the smoke pulls down. They will get the easy reset up the back, but BabyLonia just being a huge nuisance here with the CI still coming in full effect, knocking down 500 bonus left.
They do patch the pills to the slow survivor. He finally pops the pills, but they're not out of danger yet. All the infected are in front of the survivors compared to the accusers spawning behind them. This might turn out to be a little bit beneficial. Now they're coming from behind. This will not work whatsoever. Yakuza's going to be able to shut this down, and they're going to be able to walk in with 400 points of bonus here. Now, I don't think they get another chance. Good job by them putting up a pretty decent 3-chapter score, just shy of 2,000, even though they got wiped on map 1 with only 40-some points.
Yeah, I mean, look, BabyLonia is such a fearsome opponent, and
oh, another skeet now.
yeah, they managed to lock it in. I was worried about a reset there, but didn't really have the utilities to make it work, especially with the smoker getting cleared. They will call GG's as they realize they do not have the space to make that work any longer. And again, an excellent fight from Yakuza. The numbers didn't perhaps as accurately represent as well as they did, because if they could have avoided that, it was just kind of, I felt like it was just nerves. Like they got scared, and instead of walking back, they ran it forward, and it was like, oh no, now you're in a horrible spot. If we could have ran back time, this could be a much closer match. We could definitely be seeing the finale come out. But regardless, BabyLonia, even if we don't count that, they were one step ahead throughout this match, and they do deserve this win, of course. And congratulations to them.
Yep, they will win 3,664. Excuse me, to 1938. GG.